There we go. Sorry, guys. Here we go. I think everything needs to be adjusted, huh? It's a little bit better. A little bit better. Let's fix this one a little bit more. There we go. Much better. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Raspberry tea, good morning. Now that we've got everything adjusted, happy Thursday. I'm working on yet another glaze, though I think I've got about like 2 to 3 more, maybe 2 more after this one to get everything done. What I've got right here, so everything on this table is gray. Back there is green, which is what I've got in this bucket right here. This is one of the iocane powder mugs, and it's going to be the poisoned apple. I think that would be it's a good glaze for a poisoned mug, right? Poisoned apple. Look at how much of this green glaze I've gone through. This was a brand new bucket, what, 2 weeks ago? Whoa, how did I do that? I need a brush. I missed a spot. I've got another kiln cooling down. It seems like I've always got a kiln going. This month's electric bill is going to be a doozy. But I've got one cooling down, and it's right around 450 degrees, so I may go like crack it open a little bit. Let's do a little work on this guy. When painting the glaze on, you don't paint like you would with paint. You just kind of glob it on there. And since I'm here, I'll touch up the tong marks where I was touching this thing, held on to it. There we go. Put that there. But the mugs I'm working on right now, I actually have one over here that's a poisoned apple. And it is the exact same mug. So there's the iocane powder once it's done, and this is the poisoned apple. The black over green. If we can get rid of that glare right there. There we go. The black drippy over green. Some of these are going to be the poisoned apple. Some are going to be the misty forest, which I don't know if I have a misty forest example back here. Misty forest is a light green over a dark green. I don't think they're the ones I'm making. No, I may have an extra. I think that one is in order, the one that I showed. I don't know if I don't know if I have any iocane powder in stock or not. I think they may have all sold. The ones that are already done that we had on the website. We did at one point. So a little bit of rough spots on the inside of that one. I do have an extra iocane powder, so if everything turns out, I will have an extra one. Probably doesn't sound very good. I've got some extra iocane powder. I'll send you some. We got the music back up and working today. We're listening to the Amazon Music, which is the widget you see there. If you're in the U.S. and you have Twitch Prime, you can listen with me. So I have enough glaze in here to almost cover the mug. So what, like 5 inches? Yeah, your husband's family is quoting that movie all the time. Yeah, we have actually several of the Princess Bride mugs here that I'm glazing. So I've got this one. Here's the one. This is, the most common one. It's As You Wish. And then here's one that says, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You touch my drink, prepare to die." And then we've got some inconceivables somewhere in here. And what's the other one I have? Oh, yeah. Good work, sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. It's probably one that we say the most often. A lot of these are actually going to the Kentucky Artisan Center. They feature, in their gift shop, works made in Kentucky. Their gift shop is fully stocked from artists, mostly handmade artists, who are from Kentucky. And so they carry a lot of fandom mugs. I don't know if they sell online, because they do quite a bit of business with just people, traveling through. You know what? I do see another extra one over here. I'm glazing an extra one of these in this color specifically. And then I do have another iocane powder over here that I can glaze. So it is not in stock, but we have one bisque back here. That's one thing we keep saying we're going to do. We need to get a list of all the bisque, and it's always changing, but we kind of want to put up the bisque pieces on the website and say, hey, this thing we have in stock that can ship, within 2 weeks because I can glaze it for you. And so instead of just picking a glaze for everything, because what I've run into this year, since we're doing predominantly online sales, I've noticed that instead of like when I would go to a physical show, I have to take all my stock with me. So I pick the colors, I take them, I sell them, and people buy what's there. With the website, I tried to do that with stocking the website and by glazing lots of things, putting them in stock. But what happens is people see that in the green glaze, and they're like, "Oh no, I'd rather have it pink." And so I have for a long time I had all the stuff in stock, but I was, still making tons of things, which is not a bad problem, but instead of picking the color myself, I've started making a lot of things, maybe glazing one so people can see it, and then being able to just grab the pieces from bisque and glaze it pink or orange or yellow or whatever people want. I'm also seeing what colors, what the colors that a lot of people want to buy versus the ones that I always make because I think they're better. I have a lot of options, but I tend to favor some of them more than others. Wendy, happy Thursday! This is the one, it says, good work, sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning. I think it's going to be Misty Forest. We got a lot of our Kentucky themed pieces too, because these are going to the Kentucky Artisan Center. Whoa! Cake Attitude! Thank you for the cheers! Thank you so much! So, Cake, are you coming or going? Yeah, so far we're having a good day. It's gorgeous outside. So I got my sandals back out. It's like I would wear these all year long if I could. Look at me, hello! Yeah, welcome everybody. I'm doing a little bit of glazing here. This is actually a green color. I know it doesn't look like that now. Really, Kara? It's so hot today. Well, what is hot for you? I guess compared to it being sometimes it being snowing. In Canada, yeah, Canuck, beautiful day there too. Good. Went and got my flu shot today. Being all responsible. Well, Cake, then good afternoon. Look, he said, you like all the mud that I've made. Yeah, I'll grab one of my mugs here and show you what this might look like when it's done. Like I said, this is a green glaze. It is this color green, so the green on the bottom there is what is actually in this bucket. This is what it turns into when we fire it up to 2232 degrees Fahrenheit. And some of the mugs back here are going to be the black over green, which is what this mug actually is. It's the poisoned apple color. And I've got some more of this exact mug that I'm going to be glazing, and I think it's perfect for this mug. It's a iocane powder poison mug, so I think it needs to be the poisoned apple glaze. So what I've been doing over the past 2 weeks is doing a lot of glazing, and I had a lot of pieces to process, so I've been trying to limit each glaze to like 2 or 3 colors. So with this one, like this entire table here is gray, and I'm going to be layering different colors on top of that. And then I've got some black pieces back here that were left over from my last glaze, and then I've got green over here. Oh, is that what you chose for the apple baker? Good. And then this weekend, hopefully, I'm going to start throwing again. So today and then tomorrow, I'm going to be working on glazing, and then we'll start the process over again. Which apple bakers will be some of the things I have to make because I have some in stock that are already glazed, but I don't have a single one of them back here that I can glaze. So probably should have started with my travel mugs. Yeah, a Canuck, you're sitting in your balcony in November with just a t-shirt on. Not bad. Yeah, especially for as far north as you are. So we got a lot of different things here. I don't know if we have too many yarny things here, but we have a lot of the fandom mugs. A lot of Princess Bride things here today. Yeah, usually you're wearing coats by now, yeah. An apple baker is a bowl that has a post in the center. You may see some like scrolling through on the slideshow, or you can go to the website at paulystudios.com and see examples of them. It's a individual, like a small baking dish about 6 inches wide, and it's got a post in the center that you can core an apple and put it on, or any fruit or vegetable, and it helps stabilize the piece and helps cook it from the inside as well as the outside, so it cooks more evenly. And we got these, the mug of the year. I think we do have a couple of these in stock. And I've got one in poisoned apple, I know, in the glaze that I'm doing right now. Though I think I'll make this one Misty Forest. Like a bundt cake, yeah. This mug was our April Fool's joke this year. We posted it. We didn't even have one made up. We just posted a picture of it and made a listing to see, thinking we might sell one or two as a joke, you know. And we've sold probably over 100 of these. I think my white streak is getting bigger. It seems like it's the second time today I found like a hair, you know, on my shirt or whatever, a loose hair, and it's a solid white one. But I've still got more hair color than I thought I would. My mother was has had solid black hair, and so she was fully gray headed by her mid 20s, maybe late 20s. We're mad. Hello. The tie dyed apron is your favorite, yes. I have several of them. I have this because when I was in college and taking my very first pottery class, I needed an apron. and we didn't have lockers or anything. We just had cubby holes, and so everybody said, make sure you put your name on everything, and or paint your tools some like bright pink or something, so they'll know that's yours, and so nobody will take them, or if they do, you can identify them and stuff. So I chose like the brightest, gaudiest apron I could, so nobody would take it. It was one that I think I've got it on backwards, but it had has riches on it, which is who my mother works for. She had one of these and gave it to me because she didn't want it. And I've still got my very first apron. It's had a hard life, but I've still got it. Still have every once in a while I'll think about like patching it up or something and keeping it. Travel mugs. Oh yeah, Canuck. Yeah, you've just got the wonderful receding hairline. Yeah, that's poor Daniel. He's gone mostly with a shaved head now. He started losing his hair when he was in high school, so. Yeah, it needs a box frame memorial tribute on the wall, yes. Patch it and make it into a tapestry. I could do one of those like blanket quilts that you do out of t-shirts instead of just you do out of all my old aprons. Now this it looks like an extremely thick glaze, right? It's much thicker than a lot of the other colors I have, but it's also but it's a transparent glaze, so it needs to be thick. Otherwise, it'll be very 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 see through and thin. So I purposely mixed this one a little bit thicker than the others. Got a big chunk right there that I don't want. Here's one. Since we are in Kentucky, the shape of Kentucky with leaves on it. I don't think it's a specific type of leaf, but I've had a lot of people come in and say, "Oh yeah, I want a tobacco leaf. I want the one with the tobacco leaf." I'm like, yeah, that's what it is. It's a tobacco leaf. It's not just a random leaf that I have." I did talking about like framing it on the wall. I did that with some of my great grandmother's quilts. We found a box of a bunch of some of them were just really old, worn out quilts that I think were even her mother, so a great great grandmother, and that my grandmother had saved, and they were unusable, right? Or some just bits and pieces here and there. So I took some of the good patches, and we took a old window frame, and I put the whoops. And I framed them with the quilts behind the window frame with some different fabrics, and it looked really good. Well, it's hard to find the old windows anymore. At one point, this was several years ago when you could they were just becoming popular to decorate with and stuff, so you could find them at yard sales and stuff. I got most of that back in the bucket, but thought I was going to lose more than I did. I think this one's going to be the poisoned apple as well, the Moriarty. Should Hogwarts be light green or dark green? Should it be Misty Forest or should it be poisoned apple? The poisoned apple? This one will be Misty Forest. Not all those who wander are lost. All right. We'll let those dry out a little bit because I will be layering colors on top of them. And then I think I've got my next color right here. If this is white. Yep. No, it doesn't look like white right now, but it's going to be a bright glossy white. Let me get my mixer here and see if it'll work. Because I've got like... I need to get the blue out, don't I? Because I've got something I need to have like white over blue. But I might go ahead and do these since I've got it here right now and then get the blue out. Forgot that I had some pieces that need to be blue back there too. So with these guys, the unicorn farts is actually pink over white over gray. Let's go see if I had one over here. This is what it can look like. There's always a lot of variation to it. Sometimes it's more pink, sometimes it's more purple, but it is this is the color, the bottom color of a lot of the pieces on this table. And I'm gonna put white and then pink on top. So it's gonna. So I actually glazed these yesterday, and so they're nice and dry. What happens if I layer too many things too quickly is that they will the glaze will just start to peel off because there's nowhere for that water to soak into. More like an eggshell right now, yes. But it will be a bright white like the white on the sheep. I'm seeing if I have anything just white over here. I don't usually do things solid white except for sheep. Which I do need to do a couple of those. Damn it, Janet! Thank you for the resub. 44 months in a row. Good afternoon. Bumped into it. Yeah, because even though I've got to be careful with these, because even though I'm putting different layers on here, it's not stuck. It's not going to be stuck until it's melted. So we are going to be careful not to chip it off. No, I will tomorrow, but not right now. Take it. Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Should name colors at the old depot at Home Depot like Old Manor White Shell. Yes. Once we heat it up, it'll get brighter. Old Manor White with a British old lady and 3 cats and a skeleton in the closet white. Ha ha. That one's hitting a little bit too close to home. All right. So this needs white on the inside. Okay. I don't want to get that in the white bucket. Where's my sponge? There it is. Where I dripped the green on it. So I'll need that one for a bit. Where's my sea spray? It's way over there. I actually need to mix up some more pink because pink's on top of that white. I don't think I have to do it right now. Sea spray. I know this doesn't look all that much different, but it's going to be green instead of white. You just got to take my word for it. So most of, hold on, knocking things over. See, the majority of the pieces over here are going to be stormy skies. And I may start on this end, but not all of them are going to be. Some of these are going to be gray, so I know that one's going to be gray. Let's rearrange a little bit. That one's solid gray. If I don't keep bumping them against things, this might work out. That way I don't accidentally glaze something the wrong color. Alright. But let's start with a bowl. One of the large bowls. Use one of those mixers for mead making. Yeah, they're good. That's like technically a concrete mixer. Oh, it's overkill a little bit, but it gets the job done. I've actually burned up like 2 different battery power drills. No, corded drills. My battery power drill is the one that's still kicking. But corded drills, I destroy for some reason. Well, but they're not meant to be used as a mixer, right? So with this, I'm not dipping very much of this in the glaze. Just the rim. If you can even see it. How far? See the shiny part there? Because this is a very runny combo. But it looks so nice. JF Art, hello! Good afternoon! You can see it maybe a little bit better on that one. Just around the rim. And I'll grab an example of what this is going to look like. This is called the Stormy Skies. And it's a lighter blue over the gray. This glaze is green by itself, so you get a little bit of aqua on the top, and then you get this flash of blue as it drips. And remember, I glaze right here. That's where I stop the glaze, but it will drip all the way to the bottom, which is nice. And most of the time, it doesn't make a mess. Here's one that says, for Mandalorian, this is the way. Don't know if anybody's been watching the new series, or if you're like me and will probably wait till they're at least a couple episodes in, or till the whole thing's done to just watch it all at once. And here is a Princess Bride mug. It says, "Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You touch my drink, prepare to die." So with both of these colors, we'll put 2 layers on. So this will get 2 layers of this color, the sea spray. The other ones will get another layer of pink on top. So I'm glad I glazed these yesterday so that they had time to dry out. I should be able to fire this kiln tonight. Just want to make sure everything dries out properly first. If things aren't dry and I put them into the kiln, usually the glaze, because it will dry out so quickly, because it starts ramping up, it goes to like 500 degrees within the hour. It goes up to, I think, 1500 degrees in roughly 3 hours, and then slowly rises in temperature after that. But that quick drying, if something is not dried all the way, will cause the glaze to peel off. And not only does it ruin the piece, it makes a mess. We got some Kentucky themed pieces again. We have here, this one says, it's the first line of my old Kentucky home. It says, "The sun shines bright on my old Kentucky home." And then another mug for this year. It says, this is actually one that I don't sell. It's for another customer. It's their design. It says 2020. It has half of 1 star. It says, "Very bad. Do not recommend." Hey Keith, good afternoon. How are you doing? I keep trying to think of a design for some type of a Christmas ornament for this year. I've seen so many already. You know, most of them have to do with toilet paper, right? Or a dumpster fire. It's like I don't know if I want to make a bunch of little toilet paper Christmas ornaments. Yeah, I'm not sure you'd give it that high of a rating, yeah. Hey, Tisket. All right, and then I've got some over here that can be Starlight as well. Or at least they will get the same glaze on top. And those will have pink on top of them for the Arizona sunrise. And those are still drying out, so I've got to wait before I can layer those. So it might be a good time to get out to pink. Or the blue. I keep forgetting about the blue. Where would blue be? Right there. Might need to get a new batch of blue. Got a little bit left here. I'm gonna have to pour the glaze over some of these. Like this one specifically needs to be denim and white, but I can't dip that, so I'll have to pour it. Hey, see, bud? So the denim in white is usually one that I will dip up to the rim in denim and then overlap it in white. Since I can't dip this one, I'm just going to pour glaze around the top of it to glaze the outside like that. Make sure I get everything. There we go. It works. That's one way you can do this if you don't have a big bucket full of glaze. If you're just using like a tester or a little pint, you can set up a big tub and pour the glaze on, which is what a lot of people do. And catch it and funnel it back into your bottle. Do they make small kilns like for a backyard? They make kilns of all sizes. You can get one that is a 6-inch square on the inside for like jewelry kilns or for small things. Yeah, they make them in all different sizes. And the smaller the kilns, the less power it requires. So there's a certain size, like past a certain threshold, you need to have it hardwired. But some kilns you can get that will plug into like a dryer plug. But for mugs and plates, oh yeah. If you look at, so I have Olympic kilns. If you look at Olympic kilns, which is greatkilns.com, it'll show you all like the different sizes and the power sources and stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit on here. Yeah, it just depends on how many mugs or plates you want to fire at a time. You can get a kiln that'll do like 2 or 3. There's a lot of kilns, yeah. Yeah, how do they organize? They organize them by like power type. So you go with the electric ones. Are some of them called hobby kilns? I forget which one I have. The jewelry kilns are going to be a little bit different because jewelry kilns or glass kilns, I guess I should say specifically, usually have elements in the lid because they need more even, very specifically even heating. Whereas the kilns for ceramics don't need that extra element in the lid, so that's going to be the main difference between those. Okay, let me check. Just thinking. Yeah, brand new kilns are going to be expensive. I've actually never purchased one brand new. But then you don't have to replace any parts or anything, and but even the used ones I've found, getting those at the manufacturers, specifically Olympic kilns, are extremely helpful in getting it up and running. They have good customer service. I think that's all I needed of the blue. I saw the first sentence of your message. It's not wanting to load. I have to go to the computer, I think. Okay. I need to get the white out again to do that one. And then we'll get pink. This is a pretty good station. I'm listening to Amazon Music. It's a 1960s soul music. I don't know. You can see I don't have much of this left. I've got a new batch I can mix up, but I don't need a lot for this. I'm just doing the rims of things. I do have some solid pink things I need to glaze. So when I do those, I will mix up a new batch, which I might do while these are drying out. So you can they look dry, but if I want to make sure I can touch them, feel them, and see if they're cold. If they're cold, that means there's still moisture in there. But these are pretty good. That's all I need, just the rim. Hey, Bryce. Dipping the mugs. I'm making the unicorn farts. Making it unicorny. Does anybody have any unicorn puns? Then it'll be unicorny. Accio coffee. And a Hogwarts. Did I get all of them? Got all those? Need a brush. For these guys now, instead of dipping these, because I want a really thin layer of pink on top, I am brushing this on. Because this doesn't need much for the Arizona sunrise, just a thin layer. Dipping would be about like double the amount of glaze here. There we go. And this is going to be the Arizona sunrise, like this one. Kind of a purplish pink. You have stacked bins of fabric in your garage. You woke up the other day feeling inspired because you could use these the rolling platforms to move the bins about. You realize you must have been watching a glazing stream in your dream because it's the same ones I have. I'm inspiring more than pottery. Furniture movers. These things were like, I think we got them at the hardware store actually. I don't think I got the inside of that one, did I? Harbor Freight, yep. Yeah, our grand plan when we, like, Daniel built this table that I have here, and he measured one stack of buckets on the furniture mover and, like, built the table to be that tall, but apparently not all buckets are created equal, and some are taller than others, so they don't all fit underneath. But most of them do. This one is one of the Star Wars ones. It says, "That's no moon, that's my yarn stash." And this one says, well-behaved women seldom make history. Hey, Trix. There she is. Nope, she's not gonna come see me. I guess I wasn't supposed to acknowledge her. Since it's a nice day, we've got the back door open, so I've started letting her back outside again. So she's being a wildcat again. You know, the wildcat that sits underneath the van and chases the bugs. That's Blue. Okay. There it is. It's like, where did the white go? I don't think I even need to mix that up again. There we go. Let that drip a little bit. Starling, thank you for the resub. Thank you for subbing for a whole year. You get a new sub badge. You get a Kiba sub badge. Yeah, welcome everybody. I'm glazing some things here. Glazing the donuts. I wish. I'm going to get the sea spray back out and do a second layer with that. Yeah, I might not have to mix it up again. So this glaze by itself is actually kind of a minty green like this one. That's this glaze by itself. And this is actually the sweet pea glaze, the green over blue over purple. But what did I do with that little one that I had? Set it back down over there? No? What did I do with it? You might remember what I did with that little blue one? The little Stormy Skies mug? Am I just missing it? No, I put it back over here. I did. Okay. It was just behind something else. It's going to show you what color I'm about to do. So this is the gray that's on some of these pieces here. This color over the gray does this. It gives you kind of like an aqua color on top and then this like, really nice flash of blue. Bryce, is that a cat? What are you working on, Dragon Kelp? What's the NO stand for? National Writing Month. What's the NO stand for? I forget. Novel. Okay. National Novel Writing Month. There we go. Oh, allergic to cats. No. Oh, really? You just finished a clay workshop? You made a nice tree and some mushrooms. So this is one you took, not one that you were teaching then. Weren't you doing something with kids last week? You're writing a fantasy young adult novel. Nice. Evito Mac, hello. Good afternoon. Yeah, welcome to the studio. I'm dipping a second layer on these mugs, and I was just showing the mugs right here. You can see they're kind of a gray with a lighter color on top. This is what they're going to be once they go through the kiln. It is gray on the bottom, but the top color is a green by itself, but it will melt and get nice and drippy and have like this flash of blue against the bottom. We call it the Stormy Skies. But I don't dip very much of it in the glaze because it is runny, as you can see. Yes, we have a Discord. I believe to post in the Discord, you have to be a sub, though. You can look at everything as, you know, without being a sub, but to post something, you have to be a sub. You're working on an essay as you prep for your residency next week. Well, I like being able to help people be productive. Thank you for keeping me company while I'm working. Seriously, that one channel still tells you their new messages, but won't let you see them if you're not subs? That's not the one that was sending out notifications for somebody else? I already did that one. But yeah, these pieces have all been fired once up to 1800 degrees, and once I apply the glazes in the layers that I need, we will fire these again tonight up to 2232 degrees Fahrenheit. The kiln will take roughly 8 hours to reach that temperature, and then once it touches that 2232 degrees, it'll cut off. And then that gets everything to just melt just a little bit and solidify, and then it's done. And then it'll take we usually do like 18 hours at least to cool back down. Mac, the pottery, like everything here is already sold, so I take orders. This is the majority of this is a big wholesale order, but there's a few individual pieces here or there. We take individual orders on the website, and then I do wholesale as well. But yeah, everything is meant to be used, and it also is for sale. You can check out our website. We have some pieces in the in stock section that, and we need to update some of that too. Because as I am making all of these pieces for wholesale, I'll make a few extras just to make sure that I can send them the correct number. And if I have extras, then we put them on the website. Oh, good. At least the other one was fixed. Yeah. Yeah, the majority of these, I think all of them are the 20-ounce mugs. We have the big mugs, the 20-ounce mugs, and then the taller ones I actually hold a little bit less, but they're travel mugs, so they come with a lid. Business Queen. I prefer the term Earthbender. Clay Sorceress. Nope, no Etsy. We have our own website. We don't mess with Etsy. Though I've often wondered, like, because so many people go to Etsy, I've often wondered if we should like have a page on Etsy and just redirect people to the website. Wonder if anybody does that, or if they even allow people to do a redirect like that. Dragon Cat, which one is your travel mug? Feed the kitty. Oh no, it's not working. I need to see why. When Daniel comes back, we'll have him check on that. Did I get all of them? And the bowls. No, that one was one that said "This is the way." That was a Mandalorian one. And then a couple of the Starry Night here. Yeah, I'm going to start the process over this weekend, hopefully, and be throwing some more because this one and then definitely one more glaze, possibly two, and I'll be finished with some of these big projects. These are still. I thought this would dry faster. Wow, I should have done this last night. I might not get if these don't dry out. I might not get them in the glaze tonight. May have to do something else. Um, let's cover this back up. I'm gonna go see. Well, first, did y'all hear that thud? There's a cat on the roof. I'm gonna go check the temperature of the kiln and see if a cat needs rescuing. Well, there's one cat, so by process of elimination, I know it's not Kiba because Kiba doesn't jump, and Minnie's sitting over here next to the kiln. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the kiln. It was 3 something. What was it? 365. Ooh, it's warm, but at first glance it looks good. Hey, Trix. Hey, girl. I heard you. That was you thudding down on the roof, wasn't it? She knows how to get down by herself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh, the purrs. She got down all by herself. Ooh, the purrs. You hear that? Is this alright? You glad to be able to go back outside and be a wildcat on the roof? Hmm. There you go. Hmm? What? Aww. I don't usually get nuzzled. Huh? Oh my goodness. What's the most popular item I sell? Definitely the mugs. Definitely the mugs. Come here. Come on. Oof. What, you need more cuddles than that? Feral little house panther. Alright. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely the mugs, and then after that it would be the yarn bowls. But I don't know, like of the top 5 to 10 items I think that I have that I sell, it would be the 3 different styles of mugs. So we have, definitely a 20-ounce mug, and then travel mug, and 10-ounce mug. Let me see what this is. All right, I am back. Hey, Colleen. Trix is yelling at me too from the other side at the door. She wants me to come outside and play. She wants me to come outside with her. But you were asking about the popular items. I was saying, like, mugs. The 3 different styles of mugs are definitely the top 3. The 20-ounce being the most popular, but soup bowls and pie plates. and yarn bowls, I'd say honestly are all just about the same. Right, Colleen? I got my sandals back out and my capris back out because it felt so good today. It's felt good like all week, pretty much. So I've got the kiln open. I've got all the layers on everything I need, and those are cleaned up for the most part. I will have to go through and find one. I mean, most of these aren't that bad, but on these, like, there's going to be some little drips on the medallion and on the bottom that I'll clean up before I put them in the kiln, but I usually do that kind of as I put things in the kiln. And let's count, because I just dipped the green ones over here, but I don't know that they're actually going to go in this glaze. Because if I can unload the kiln right now and load this stuff back in, I can do that, and I'm not going to wait for those to dry out just for that. So let's do a count and see how much I've got in here, and if I can do something else real quick to put in there. Here's 50 mugs, so that's 2 layers. There's 3 layers. I've got a little bit over 3 layers. So I would need 1 more layer of things, which would be, most of the green ones. Yes, I've just got to put the decal on them. Which I also hope to do this weekend. I don't know if you saw them with the color on them. So we have a solid iron and the solid gray. And then there's the thing. I put a little bit of underglaze on them just to have a little bit of extra color there. But I'm going to put the decal on them to make them look better. It's turned out really nice. Really nice. I know that I love that iron on everything, but it looks so good, yeah. So what I'd consider doing is I have a lot of the notions dishes that I need to. Where would my clear glaze be? I think it's that one right there. Um, that I can do. I need to find a spot to put them. But if I can do 3 layers of everything else in the kiln and then do like 2 layers, because I've got enough shelves to do 5 layers in the kiln. If I can do 3 layers of regular things and 2 layers of notions dishes, then that's also a full kiln. So I may do that. But I think I'll have to do a little bit of work to mix up my clear glaze. Let me grab a bunch of these. Because my notions dishes are just little plates. They can be used as a spoon rest or as a cat dish or as a little, a catch-all for anything you want. I call them a notions dish because they can be used, because when I go to like fiber festivals, people want something to put their stitch markers, needles, pins, just little things that kind of get away from you so you can keep things there. But all of these are going to have a decal on them, so I need to do a layer of clear first. So if the kiln's cooling down, it was at what, around 350, when I opened it, so it's still very warm. So I'll do some of these, and then we might move the cameras and do a kiln opening. So this is clear, believe it or not. Looks even worse than the white, doesn't it? I'm pretty sure it's settled. I haven't used this in a little while, so I'm pretty sure it's all settled at the bottom. Actually, not as bad as it could be. But I'm tilting the bucket to get to the very bottom and then kind of scraping at the thicker stuff with my loop tool. So I'm going to mix this up with my drill, and then I might get out my my immersion blender to kind of break up some more of the chunks. Not that I think clear is going to be all that bad splattered on everything else, but I'm going to put this closer to the floor now. Yeah, I'll have to work on that this weekend too, your viewer request piece. You'll have to remind me of the name of that character. I'll look it up. It's like Tia. Tia, the teapot elephant. So here we go. So the way I glaze the notions dishes in the clear, because the clear, I don't like to let it drip. If it gets drippy, then it'll leave a mark. So I dip the rim and then do a layer of it painted on there, and I try to smooth out anywhere where it's going to drip. And there we go. And that's all I need for the that's all I need for a decal. Just a little bit, just a thin layer there. It's clear. It doesn't have to be very thick. I gotta see where I'm gonna put these. I'll start putting them right here. Let's do these guys over here. Make a little bit of room here for myself. I can usually do about 15 of these notions dishes per layer. That's how many you'll fit. Yeah, I thought I'd make the teapot out of like a 1 pound piece, so it'll be about the size of a mug. It'll be a really small teapot. This is the one that has a paw print on it. Like I don't. Nobody else would probably know it, but I remember it. It's like I don't know if you can see it right there. See the little like toe prints right there? It's a little paw print. You can actually see it better in the camera, I think. This is gonna test my grip strength, making over 30 of these things. Hey, Mandas. Let's see, this one's not got much to grip there on the bottom. Oops. So good afternoon, everybody. Right now I'm glazing some of my Notions dishes in the clear glaze so I can then put a black and white decal on them. Hey, Knitter Girl. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. Trying to keep everything nice and smooth there. I'm glazing some more of these right now because I do have a full kiln load worth of stuff here, but some of them aren't drying out very fast. And I want to go ahead and get the kiln loaded. How many do I have here? 8. Ooh, filling out college applications. You got rain. Well, I guess that's better than having snow. We're having a gorgeous day today. I got my sandals back out. I've got the back door open. It feels good in here. See if I can hold on to this one. Because I'm testing my grip strength. I mean, if I drop it, I can fish it out pretty easily. There we go. Hey, Liam, how are you doing? But you're about to get some snow. Yeah, I mean, it is November, so I don't expect it to stay like this for very long, but I'm going to enjoy it while I can. There we go. And this is just clear glaze I'm putting on here, so if it doesn't look like I'm doing anything to it, that's because there's not much I'm doing to it. And like these are going to be little notion stitches. They're, going to be 5 to 5.5 inches wide. I keep seeing little like flecks of blue things in here, and I think I've like scraped part of my bucket off when I am, I guess, mixing it. But not any of my other buckets, I don't think, do that. But I think I'm like scraping away the edges of my bucket when I mix because I've just got little pieces of blue plastic floating in here. 15. This is 16. So we're halfway done. You're in your second lockdown. I think I read about that. Sure. I don't have much on here to hold on to. There we go. Yeah, people ask me when I'm throwing if that causes my hands to cramp up. This is what's going to cause my hand to cramp up right here. Holding onto these things while dipping them, but at least they're not heavy. And I'm taking the time to kind of smooth out the glaze here. I could just dip these with the tongs, right, and just let them go. But the clear glaze is one of the few glazes that it gets a little bit cloudy when it's thicker. And so if I have a thick drip that goes along the entire bowl, like it'll stand out. You're in lockdown, but you still have to go to work. Are you still working at the airport? I mean, that seems fairly essential. Where should I go with these next? Hmm. Oh, I'll put a few over here. Oop. Felt that one slipping out of my hand. $23. I'll find the nooks and crannies on my tables. And the reason I'm glazing all of these is because my mugs on that table, they're not drying out that quickly, and these are drying quickly, so I think I'm going to substitute like 2 layers of these notions dishes for the 1 layer of mugs in the kiln so I can get it started quicker. Because if I put mugs in the kiln that are not completely air dried, if the glaze is not completely air dried, then it's just going to start peeling off, and I don't want that. Eek. There we go. Knew it was going to happen eventually. Luckily, I don't. The bucket's not full, so I don't have to like dip my entire arm in it. Did it work? It did? Nice. Oh, good.
So now I never have to do it again.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I had to get to it once,
Okay.
and then now I can remotely, from any computer, go to
Oh,
it.
okay.
So like I did everything through my laptop after I got.
Okay.
So I do need the extra power thing, but besides that, we're good.
Nice. Setting up a new server. Is that what we're
Yeah, server.
setting up a new server?
A new NAS. So yeah, it works.
Hey, Clue. Yeah, good afternoon, everybody. So I've dropped one out of like what 25 of these. Let's see if I can keep that to just one. Though dropping in a glaze bucket is not as bad as dropping on the floor. This is another one that's going to be hard. So I gotta make these different and so nope, hard to hold on to. So two out of 29 I have dropped. This is 30. And I'm going to drop this one too. It's got nothing on the bottom of it to hold on to. So I'll probably have to hold it by the rim and do that. And just touch up the finger marks. Okay. So we have 30 of them, but I've got a couple more I can do. I can find a spot to put them. Need to set up another board. So this is actually the clear. So it has no color. Do I even have a Notions dish anymore? Like if you go on the website, the the Kiba Notions dishes are the decals. So the clear glaze looks like a little bit off-white. The natural color of the clay is just slightly off-white. I'll do 5 extra of these. And so this doesn't have to be very thick at all. Normally I make a lot of my glazes really thick because I like them to be opaque, but clear doesn't matter. And actually the thinner the better. JK, thank you for the raid. Welcome everybody. Good afternoon. I'm working on a glaze today, and right now I'm glazing some of my Notions dishes. Close to being done here, and we might take a break in just a second and do a kiln opening. I may take the time to move my cameras over to the kiln. Do I use booms or tripods? I guess I kind of use both. So my face cam I actually have just mounted on my monitor up here, so I can look at it. Um, and then you can see one of my cameras here. It's actually on a big boom, but it's on a tripod that I've got 2 cameras on. Okay, we got one more of these. And so I've got everything ready to load up the kiln. Once with these, or at least everything glazed and ready to go after this one. You're trying to decide what to do, like a tripod boom? Yeah. I was trying to see if I could show you without, like, causing massive earthquakes over here, because I will be moving it. But you actually might see it in a minute. I'm going to move 2 of the cameras, maybe 2 of the cameras, over. To do a kiln opening. And then, let me ask Daniel if that's possible. And then we'll be right back. So we'll put the be right back screen up, and we'll probably actually run a commercial, because we have to run commercials now, and that seems like a good time to do it. You can see the one in the big cam, yeah. It's like, you'll get to see all of my crap on the wall, but I don't know if this will go far enough around to see. It won't go around far enough to show you the cameras. Okay. All right, I'll be right back, but what I'm going to do is move the cameras so I can do a kiln opening. The kiln is open and cooling down. We just got to get the stuff out of it so I can load it back up. All right. We got it to work. All right, I know I've got some adjusting to do because the cameras aren't quite pointed in the right place, but we have a beautiful kiln to open. So why do I have to run ads? Because Twitch partners are required to run ads now. I can choose to run an ad when I want to run an ad, or they're going to start running random ads during the stream. So they told us you can run it on your own time or you cannot. And we will run it, send random ads coming whenever. So it's just part of being a Twitch partner and part of, ads do help support the stream. I do get ad revenue, not as much as a lot of bigger streamers, but I do, and it helps keep Twitch free to watch for everybody. So you don't have to pay a premium to just watch Twitch. So what about subs? I do believe if you are, I don't know about just subs, but if you have an ad blocker, then you still won't see them. But then also then I wouldn't get the revenue from the ads. So it's just a way to support the studio. And I'm trying to run ads when I take a break. It's a good way to get me to not, overwork myself too. I can take a break and run ads and that way you're not missing any of the stream. That way if I can control when I run the ad, I have no idea what the ad is. Um, but I can do that when I'm taking a break or moving cameras like this. Let's see. Are my gloves over here? I think they're over there. I'm going to go adjust a few things and see if we can see things better. So I think we need to come this way and maybe down a little bit. See what it looks like. It's a little bit better. So we'll start there. Oh, and the camera's pointing way down. So I just realized where that brown mug is. That's much better. Is that what the ad was for an electric Hummer? All right. Let's see what we got here. We got some large bowls that look good. We've got one that says, "That's no moon, that's my yarn stash." And we'll see if we can see these. This one is a bloody large bowl. It has the pirate yarn with the cross needles, skull and cross needles. We've got a second yarn stash bowl here. This is a fairly new one. This is the Stormy Skies. This one is a little bit lighter. Didn't get as much blue on that one, but it is a fairly new mug. It's a bourbon molecule in the shape of Kentucky for Kentucky bourbon. We had a lot of these in the last glaze. The Elvish script mugs. and they have turned out extremely well. Extremely well. You may have seen me agonizing over trying to get the Elvish script to show up, but it worked extremely well. And if I have to tell me when I come back over to the other camera if that can be seen or not. Grab one more over here. Got these in 2 different colors. We'll have the red and black, as well as the blue and black that I've got here. So you love a bit of the chemical structures, yes, and the Elvish script. So you can see them okay? Maybe move that camera a little bit, tilt it a little bit. Now I've got a old-fashioned sweater mug here. Oops, I may have to refire this one. That got super thin on the rim. Super, super thin. But I used to make the sweater mugs in this more like cylinder shape rather than just the regular 20-ounce mug shape. And I had someone that broke theirs that asked if I could make another one to match it, and so I said I would try. But I think I'll refire that one. Yeah, this is the iron mug that you could see when I opened up the kiln for the Mandalorian. I did half of them in the Stormy Skies and then half of them here in the iron, which did run a tiny bit. There's another of the Princess Bride mugs that says inconceivable. And then you got a really good shot of this one. It says a creative mess is better than tidy idleness. And then some of the 10-ounce mugs in the Sweet Pea. I love a good fingering yarn. We got a prancing pony. And then one that says heart to quilt. We got just a couple of travel mugs there, and that'll be the first layer. We should have, I think we have 3.5 layers in here. We have, on the travel mug side, it's 3 layers tall, and everything else is 4 layers. Oh, JK, time to go ride horses. Have fun. And thank you again for the raid. So one of the travel mugs is an Elvish script travel mug. And then Hogwarts and a Lord of the Wings. The thermocouple says we're at 150 degrees. But I know the things in here are a bit warmer than that. That's the temperature of the air. The pieces are a bit warmer. Yep, it's toasty. It's not horrible, but it's toasty. It touched my arm. The shelf did. Let's get these out of here before I knock anything over. There's a lot of blue. So we got some more Starry Night here. Says may contain bourbon. Got some more of these going into the kiln, but this is one of the Starry Nights. It says, hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You touch my drink, prepare to die. You just set these out and sort them a little bit. Tantail? Yeah, I ship all over the world, but I know it's not cheap. Oh, Frank, I was like, how do you keep a store stocked with like a kiln that holds 10 things? Yeah, it's just a wide, squat kiln, one layer. Now, I mean, they make kilns in all different sizes, shapes, and sizes. Though some people operate with a kiln that holds, maybe 10 to 20 things. This one, for a glaze, I tend to do on average like 100 pieces, 80 to 100 pieces at a time. Depending on, the size of the piece that's in there. The average is about like 25 mugs per layer. There's another of the... Oh, I didn't check to see like where my camera's pointing. There's another of the Elvish script. Tried to keep the glaze from getting too drippy on those, but some of it you just can't control. See how... Ooh, that's nice. That is very nice. Travel mugs. This is where a lot of these are going to, the Kentucky Artisan Center at Berea. Oh, and there's a different one. There's an F-bomb. I'm only going to grab 3 of these at a time. So we point the camera down a little bit. You need it's something for your cat because he loves to drink your water. Everything you put down is like, oh yeah, thank you. Now it's my turn. One of our cats is like that with tea, not sweet tea, just regular tea. If you set it down a cup, he will drink tea. I know it's not supposed to be all that good for them, or I think it's the caffeine that's not supposed to be good for them. More of the Elvish script. We'll get these out of here. Sometimes it's a bit awkward grabbing things with the fuzzy gloves, but it keeps me from burning my hands. Just stacking some things, trying to make some room. Really, your first cat was like that? She'd stuff her entire head inside the teapot to drink it fresh. Wow. Let's get these out of here. Oh, I see a red one. I think the entire bottom layer is going to be red, except for the travel mugs, and maybe those two. Everything's still cooling down. The red's not quite as bright as it will be when it's room temperature. Like when I opened the kiln, it was maroon. It was a dark maroon because I opened it at like 350. And if you use something that's the red glaze to like bake in, like a pie plate or something, when you take it out of the oven, it'll be maroon. It changes colors as it gets warmer. We got the jade and iron for one of the Kentucky mugs. Jade and iron drippy, which I love. And then we got the red and black. Ooh, that is so nice. The red and black Elvish script. That's sharp looking. It's also warm. I'm going to put it down. Let's get some of these out of here. Because the further I'm going down in the kiln, the warmer things are going to be. My goodness. I had so many phone calls today, and I think one of them has been an actual phone call. And that's not going to be one. Today, telemarketers call from Pennsylvania, FYI. Not as big of a gauntlet? You mean not as big Here? Yeah, I would be interested in seeing what, I mean, yeah, fire, seeing what the temperature they go to. Are they, now, I've had gloves, not here, but I've worked in a aluminum recycling center, and we had, they weren't leather gloves. I think they were wool, is what they were, but in case you get splashed with metal, some high temp gloves. So yeah, I'd look at them. Tiska, do you have access to that type of equipment? What does the Elvish say? It's what's on the ring. So the one ring to, somebody told me it was different. I always think it's one ring to rule them all and in the darkness bind them, but it was like one ring to bring them all. Your phone has been ringing for every half hour for the past 2 weeks, and suddenly it stopped once the polls were done. Yep. I guess I always assumed firefighter gloves were much bulkier. Just trying to get a grip on everything. We'll grab this one. This one is the Starry Night that says, "Good work, sleep well. I'll most likely kill you in the morning." The gear's rated up for 1700. One ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness bind them. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if they'd be any bulkier than this. I don't even know what these are. These are Jomac, Jomac is the brand this is, or the type of glove. But it's what you see most often at like the ceramic supply stores for working with the raku pots. So I don't know exactly what they're rated to. Like I'm not about to like reach into a raku kiln with these things, but they can handle a couple hundred degrees. Like if I was getting the pots out of here at 400 degrees, like I couldn't hold on to them for very long. Like I've done that before, and I just you can't hold on to them very long. You can get them out of the kiln and onto a shelf, but you can't like hug them or anything. I'm gonna try to get these stilts out of the way. Actually, maybe I'll leave them in there. Maybe it's like I might use the same stilts. That's nice. That is nice. So these are the Elvish script ones I was working on the other day. That's a good looking mug. And then we got one of the Princess Bride, just a solid black, inconceivable. Whoops. And then all the other bloody Elvish script mugs. And I'm sure you've just got a really close-up view of my hair, and I'm sorry. Grab these guys. Just gonna raise that up a little bit higher so I don't keep bumping into it, and it keeps like pulling at my hair. But these are all the bloody glaze. The red over the black. We'll get these out of here. Actually, I don't know if I'll use the those stilts or not because I'm going to be using the shorter mugs or the shorter notions dishes there. Come to think about it. So I might as well get these short ones out of here. I'll probably use these short little stilts instead. The 3-inch ones. There we go. So if all these turn out, I'll have one extra of the Elvish script mugs in each color. There we go. Oh no, the script is not done by hand. It is, I make it with a stamp, and it's a raised texture put on the mug, but then I put wax on all that little bitty texture, and that's what takes so much time. So the glaze won't stick to it. So I'm just going to go over the bottoms of these and make sure there's no like drips, which I know there are. You think I could reach into there with the fire gloves? Whoa. I don't know if I'd be brave enough to test that. You know, the Elvish script is a raised texture, which I think looks so much better than... Like, I used to use a stamp to press it into the mug, but this is a raised texture on the outside, and it looks really nice. All right, let's take these over and see how many will actually fit. I think 15 will fit in here per layer. I don't know if I want to reach in there and grab that stilt by myself. Let's go get my gloves. So we'll put that one back down in there and get these out. And that one. So as I'm putting these in here, we're trying to make sure that nothing is touching. And I'll put that there, that there. I'll get some more out, but those are the ones I'll use. If I can fit more than 15 in here, that would be good too. But let's see, that's 10. You've taken your gloves to at least 700 degrees for over a minute. Yeah. Please do, Tisket. Whisper it to me. Oh, this is the one I dropped. I only dropped 2, didn't I? Or did I drop 3 of them? I dropped it in the bucket. Not on the floor. Okay, this will be 20. One or 2 more. There we go. I think that's about it. How many is that? 17, so a little bit more. I think that'll give us exactly 2 layers. Just trying to move things around so all the parts are not too close together there. Here we go. Now let's see. Touching the shelves, I may have to get the gloves out again to put the next shelf in. I was looking for my thinner gloves. Just my leather palm gloves. It's going to be so hard getting these things out of the kiln. To reach down here. Like sometimes I don't see how anybody like shorter than me can get inside this kiln. There's something stuck down there. Just loading it up. Looks like there was a chip of glaze in there. Let's try to get out. Handy dandy all-purpose tool. There we go. There we go. Knock some of the chunks off before I put the shelf back in. And I apologize if these are translating to horrific sounds. Set this down and see what's going on. So many telemarketers today. So many of them. It's what, Thursday? It's Thursday. Usually they do this on Monday. What's in there? I got 3 of them in there. Yeah, some of these mugs aren't even dry yet over here. Hey, Dragonets. Hello, how are you doing? I am loading up my kiln. I'm good. Hey, Designs. I can't tell if that's it touching over there or not. So I gotta move something. So we gotta have a place for a kiln stilt over here. Let's do that. And that. How many of these do I have left? Because it would be perfect if I could get them all on 2 layers. So is there 4 or 5? 5. I don't know if I can get all 5 of them in there. But I'll take them all over there and see. It's the fastest 2 layers of the kiln I ever glazed, huh? And then I'm going to clean up some of these mugs and take over. You're working on the last section of a mystery knit along. You have 900 stitches on your needles. Like, what is this? Is this like you don't know what you're making? It actually sounds like fun. Just like, you know, it changes, or you say do this now or do that, or change colors or different stitch or whatnot. And I don't know what 900 stitches like relates to. I don't know how to judge that. I don't know how to be impressed by that. You know the type of item, just not what it looks like. It's a lot. One, two. I don't even know if I'm going to get 4 in there. No, those are touching. Barely not touching. If I go over here, it could work. I could put a stilt right there and scooch that over. That works. That's much better, but still. So I've got 1 left I can put somewhere else. All right. That's why I call it playing Tetris sometimes, making everything fit together properly. No, I'm looking for enough of those shorter stilts. That's not good. Oh, that's because it's not. It's half of a broken one. It's not a real one. Like, why did it fall over? Okay, I need two more. Don't mind the noises coming from the back wall. We're all right. There's one. And there's two. All right. Let's see, have these cooled down any, or do I need to get my gloves out again? They're still warm, but I think I can make it if I go quickly and only use my fingertips. There we go. Here we go. All right, let's fill it up with some mugs and possibly bowls. You like quick projects for in between really huge ones, right? It gives you a sense of accomplishment after taking on the big project. It's like reading a small what's the term, like junk food novel after reading like a big epic. Need something lighthearted after all the drama. You're much better at getting distracted than finishing things. Baby booties are so quick that it's hard not to get through them. Yeah. Now I can usually fit 7 to 8 of the travel mugs on one of the half rounds, and I've got 6 here. Okay. Let's touch this one up a little bit. Oh, Tantail did. Yeah, you were a preemie yourself. So was I. I was a month premature, and they said I think I was 5 pounds when I was born. And so my mother said, yeah, they couldn't. My grandmother made all my clothes. So I obviously was not stunted, but they had that problem not being able to find anything. So they said they put me in baby doll clothes is what they did. Well, that's 9, so that's more than enough. Oh wow, only a pound or two? Oh my gosh. Let's see how many I can fit over here and leave room for the stilts. 8. So I was right, 8. Then I'll put some of these over here. I'm bringing this one mug back over here because looking at it, like the glaze is starting to like crack and peel off around the rim, and I want to see what we can do here. See if it's too thick or what. So I'm curious, how early was? If he was like only 2 pounds, how early was he then? Or they? 9 weeks early. Wow. Phew, my belly gave a loud grumble there. What time is it? It's only 3 o'clock. But we ate lunch really early today. one more here. You know what? The time change, I don't know if it messes with them all that much, because I don't know if we're all that consistent with how we feed them, but yeah, I guess it could, yeah. Makes them hungrier at different times. I guess right now they're being fed an hour earlier than they're used to being fed, so they're okay with it. Let's see where we're gonna put that. Let me get one of the stilts in here so I know exactly how much space I need. Right there. Okay. Trying to see how I can put another mug over there. Do that and this. There we go. I know we can make them all fit. Am I winning or losing at Kiln Tetris? I need to do some scraping on this one, so I'm going to turn off my mic for a second. There we go. Let's see if I gave myself enough room here. Let's see if these guys are going to be tall enough. Yep, we got plenty of room there. So we got 2, 4, 6, 7 there. So about 10 more of the regular mugs. And we'll see about the rest of the travel mugs on the other side. You say it affects yours. Your kitty is always fed at the same time, and he knows you're late for dinner. Yep. All the accusing glares. It's the pink again. I'm going to put another layer of pink on some of these. I'll just do it as I clean them up. The pink, though. Pink is the stinkiest glaze that I have. It does. It stinks to high heaven. It smells like sulfur. I guess it's got sulfur in it. I don't know. Oh, horizontal line. Hello. Yeah, we lost one of our cats about. It's been over a month. It's probably been over 2 months now. How sad is that? Yep. We still have three. We still have three studio cats, so we are not lacking for feline companionship. Yeah, especially if we're late at the studio talking about studio cats and being fed. If we don't come before 9, if we come after 9 o'clock in the morning, we do get the reproachful stares. And Kiba is always standing at the front door, just glaring outside. And everybody says, "Oh, he's so cute. He waves to you every morning," but he sits there and scratches at the door, yelling at people wanting to be fed or wanting to be let out because he's so lonely and we never pay attention to him. Right? Because we never feed him. If he comes back here, you'll see he's huge. I'll never forget when, right after we had got the building and fixed everything up and kind of opened, we went on vacation. It was our 10-year anniversary. It was 2015. We were in Disney World for our anniversary. And we had brought Kiba to the studio and we left him here because he's fine. We had people checking on him. But he would sit at the front door and like scratch at the door and like yell at people. And so we had someone call us while I was at Disney World and leave me a message saying, "Hey, we just want to make sure we think you've got a cat stuck in your building and wanted to make sure that he was supposed to be there. He looks pretty healthy, but he's, wanting to make sure he's not stuck." And so here I am panicking, thinking, "Oh no, there's people the Humane Society is gonna break down my door and go rescue that cat." Because he's wasting away to nothing. He gives a good pitiful impression. He's got a very whiny meow. Just trying to clean this one up a little bit. Yeah, Bentley gives that sad face too, like he's being neglected. Yeah. Nobody loves me. Let's see if this one has got a wobbly bottom or if it's just the wobbly board. No, it's a wobbly bottom. No, keep us down to 17.5 pounds, right? There we go. Okay, that's stuff over there. Give that a little bit of a stir. Just a little bit around the rim. A little bit extra pink. He's just skin and bones, right? He's not eating at the restaurant next door every day. Where's the line? Yeah. Like, he's not little. There's a reason to make fun of him. Right? No chicken Alfredo, no crab legs. Having to survive on nothing but cat kibble. No, he's a big cat. He's not just fat. He is a big tomcat by him, just by himself. He's big boned. But when you see him next to Minnie, like it puts things into perspective because Minnie's only she's only like 7 pounds. Liam, like there's a command you can do for follows. It says 7 months, 2 days, and 18 hours. That's what it says. There's a lot of him to love, yes. All right, let's take this over there and see how much room I got left. Chihuahuas, I can't imagine they weigh all that much. I can't imagine they weigh as much as Minnie. So, like, are they a 5 to 7 pound dog? Three. move these over here. Like, why is my arm sore? What did I do? Oh yeah, I got a flu shot today. It doesn't hurt that bad. Like, flu shots don't usually like tear me up all that bad. I just noticed it. But I'm one of those people. I tend to have like bruises and then don't remember how I got them. So I could have talked myself into thinking, oh, I just hurt myself, and I don't remember it. Horizontal line. Yeah, as a senior follower, do you get like a fast pass and a bagel? This ain't Disney World. Pneumonia shot and flu shot. Maybe 2 more 20-ounce mugs. Maybe more 10-ounce. Nope. Yeah, boys, mom. Some of your worst bruises, you don't remember how you got them. Yeah, that's how I am. I'm like, what in the world did I do? Whew. Tandale, I said, yeah, she did it pretty quick. So I don't usually have problems with a flu shot, but if there was a year to have a problem, it would be this year, right? Yeah, Tantel, like it's been really nice here today. It doesn't feel like November at all. I even got my sandals back out. It'll probably be colder in the evening, but it feels good right now. Oops, I didn't dip that last one, did I? Just around the rim. We're getting there. I think I can put one more layer. And I'll adjust that camera. I think I can put one more layer on top of those shorter rugs, which is what where most of these are going to go. That's right. You want to give blood, but you're scared, or just because of being stuck with the needle? All right, let's see how many I'm gonna have, how much room I'm gonna have left after these. Can I fit it there, maybe? Here we go. There we go. And 4. Okay, gotta scrape another shelf. This is one I haven't used in a while. Because this is the 5th layer on this kiln. There we go. So maybe 2 more of the travel mugs. Yeah, we got plenty of room here. I don't know if that does any better. Since I don't have to worry about shelves on this, or stilts on this one, I can put the mugs closer together, or put them, in the corners and rearrange a little bit differently. So maybe 6 more of those, and then 2 travel mugs. And I have 2 travel mugs. Ooh, 10 minutes. Can I get this thing started by 4 o'clock? That would be perfect. Then it would reach temperature at around midnight. What's up, Trix? She's coming in to get herself a snack. And I have 5 mugs here. So I expect this kiln load maybe to take slightly longer than 8 hours to fire, which would still put it around midnight, but because I do have 5 layers in here, so it might take a little bit longer, even though it's some small things. I'll do 1 more mug here and see if they'll all fit. All right, let's take these over. Yep, only 5 of them will fit. But we got 2 over here. There we go. We are done. Ooh. It's like, can I put this one extra notions dish in there? I think I'll be okay not having that one. We have extras in there. That gives us 34 to play with instead of 35. So I need my camera off the side of the kiln and then close this and get it started. So I think I'm done for the day. What I'll be doing next, I'll be prepping for one more glaze. So we've got the pieces that are over here that is, a little bit over a layer here, and then I'll grab anything else I need to glaze for one more batch, and one or two more glazes, and we're going to be done. And so this weekend I'm going to start throwing again, but I will be back tomorrow doing some more glazing. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me while I got some work done today. And I will see y'all again tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. If I don't see you again, have a good weekend. And I will see y'all later. I'm going to go see if there's anybody we can host. But this kiln load will be done. If I fire this tonight, I could probably unload it tomorrow afternoon, kind of like I did this one. So we may do another kiln opening tomorrow. You may get to see the end result of this one tomorrow. Let's see who we have here. We're going to go say hi to Gregory Peppo.
He's a great drawer.
He is a great drawer, so go say hi, spread the Muddy Buddy love, and I will see y'all later.